Antea. Red. Come in. I've barely slept for fear you would not come. I'm at a loss. Would God even allow me to drag you into these dark times?
Esther, you're not alone now. We're here.
I'm so sorry we didn't get here on time. Truly.
I know. Charles kept saying it. Have faith. They will come. If only he had kept his faith himself.
What happened to him?
Poor Charles. Just one more victim of the curse of New Eden. You know how he is. Was. Restless. Impatient. It's not that he gave up on you, his friends, but that he could wait no more. I believe he tried to lift the curse. I too have questions, but I have no answers. Nor do I now have a husband.
How were things, before all this?
Before the curse? It was a busy and exciting time. Charles immersed himself in the community here. He had a hand in everything. The people came to rely on him. I'm sure they look to someone else now, but I can't imagine it's the same.
What can you tell me about the esteemed Governor Haskell?
Fairfax Haskell is well-read and educated, but at times his back can be too stiff. He shares Charles's interest in the unknown, but his passion seems less than practical. He's an academic.
Still, good to know our patron has some understanding of our work. We met the captain too, along with the huntress, Thickskin. Do you know them?
I find Thickskin Newsmith's manner a little frightening, but I think she has a good heart. A fine hunter by all accounts. Captain Pennington comes with a reputation for soldiering. He comports himself with a wry dignity, but I suspect that beneath it all, he's just sad. Charles thought so too. There are wounds beneath Saul Pennington's armor, he said, that time and God have not yet healed.
Is there anything we should know about?
Lord, deliver me, for I cannot endure this. I cannot endure it, and Charles does not deserve it.
Anything at all, Esther. Please.
I have felt Charles present about the house. His ghost lingers. He needs help.
If he's here, I promise I will know no rest until he has his.
You can count on us.
We'll start with the house.
Charles's papers are gathered in his office. Take what you need.
Thank you, Esther.
We'll take a look around, if that's all right.
May I be of any help?
You stay put. We'll find a way.
Purcell, could you find nothing better?
These days I lack the heart to play.
Can't believe you brought your pianoforte to New England.
It cost a fortune. But you cannot part a pianist from their beloved keys.
I didn't know Eleanor and Charles were still in touch.
The St. Paul Brotherhood is a tie that binds. Charles was so eager to continue his research here in New Eden. If only we had known what would befall us.
Have you received other visitors?
Most dare not leave their homes. Although Mr. Bachelor came to see me, that was nice of him. Where are you staying, my dears?
The governor had a room prepared for us in the schoolhouse.
The schoolhouse? Wouldn't you rather stay here? You'd be more comfortable.
It's very kind, but a long day ahead of us. Don't want to bother you.
I don't have much. But promise me you'll come for dinner tomorrow. For old time's sake.
Of course.
This is Charles's. It's like he never left. How pleasant to see these old familiar things from your house in London. That porcelain saw many a dinner-turned-lecture with Charles.
I miss him so.
So do we, Esther. Charles is still here and Esther is completely distraught.
She lost him, and now he's back, a ghastly figure. It must be unbearable. Faith always was his beacon in the darkness.
In people as much as in God. He's a good man.
I can still picture him crafting your very first Bane ring.
You sound much more fond of the moment now than you were back then. Bit green for an actual haunting, you said.
You were. Still, you did all right. That's from the set he taught me with. I'd know it anywhere.
Did he keep it to remind him of his favourite?
Or to remind him that he had yet to beat me. Remember when he started to wear these to look wiser and older?
He was hiding his hair loss.
Charles always wore this brooch.
His things are untouched. Nothing's moved.
Remember how they used to argue about books we hadn't read? Like we weren't there?
You actually listened. I'd always let my mind wander.
Esther couldn't attend Charles's burial.
Poor woman. That's terrible for her.
Esther never got to say farewell to Charles.
I could have made him manifest.
Maybe, but there has to be more to it. Charles's notes mention Job, chapter 7, verses 13 to 15.
I'll look for that reference.
Red, you dropped something. These notes are erratic ramblings. Charles was worried about the curse plaguing the settlers' dreams.
How malicious is this curse, tormenting people in their beds?
Charles's ghost might give us answers. We should investigate the cemetery where he was found. Esther, I'm sorry to trouble you once more.
How may I help?
Has the curse brought with it nightmares?
Yes, I've had nightmares. I suspect we all have. Charles warned that something was stalking our dreams, that it had a use for us, that we needed to fight it with all God's might. But now Charles is gone, and my nightmares have changed. In my sleep, I see my husband falling, screaming into the abyss. All hear him. None respond. He plummets on into the bottomless pit. Poor Charles.
With all that's happened, how are you bearing up?
This all feels so unreal. Just one more nightmare from which I cannot wake.
It seems so now, but that will change. I promise.
Was there something I should have done differently? Did I fail him? Did I fail Charles?
None of this is your fault.
I do not want to believe he is gone. He cannot be gone. I do not permit him to be gone.
You're in pain, and that might have brought him back. Maybe he lingers because you suffer.
We'll do what we can to ease your pain. And we'll do what we can for Charles.
We must make our way to the cemetery.
Please be careful, dear Antea. What will you do for my Charles?
If he's present, we'll find him. Then we'll ask him what he wants us to do.
Must I see him too?
First, let's find out what happened. After that, we'll see.
Best get started. Time may be against us.
You be all right?
I doubt it, but I'll do my work all the same. We came here to help Charles, and help Charles we shall. Ask around. See what people will tell you. I'll go to the cemetery and do the same. Be careful.
Aye. You too.
Be warned. I need but cry out, and help shall come in an instant.
Calm you, sir. Antea Duarte, Minister Davenport's banisher.
Oh, of course. I'm so sorry. Poor Reverend Davenport. His death has shaken us all. Welcome to New Eden. I'm afraid you find us at our worst.
We're banishers. There's nowhere else we'd rather be. And you are?
I, madam, am Squire Sincere Paris, travelling merchant, stuck in this cursed place and eager to be somewhere else.
You're leaving town?
As soon as possible. Did you arrive by sea? A ship lies at anchor in the bay. Perhaps the captain would take me and my wares to safety.
The crew refused to dock, and I suspect they'll leave on the next available tide. We rode ourselves ashore.
Might I ask where you abandoned this rowboat of yours?
Along the coast, by a path remarkable for its angry spectres and bloody corpses. If you wish to make the sailing, I hope your wares can swim. Tell me about the curse, if you will.
I'll tell you this. Those who dare defy the curse are brave indeed, and, I fear, foolish.
Banishing is a job, sir, and to do it I need detail, if you please.
A banisher must have charms, trinkets, I mean, of protection. If you have a surplus, I'd happily relieve you of your burden.
What I need right now is information about the curse. What have you seen that might help me with my work?
I've seen famine, madness, the shadow of early death. Weather, too. So much weather. I mean, I've seen it all before, but never all at once. Here, it's everything, everywhere, and all at the same time. Folks stay indoors, waiting to be told what to do. Waiting to die, really. Ghosts in the making, all of them.
The nightmares. Do you get them too?
Of course I do. Not everyone will admit it, but we all have bad dreams.
Of what do you dream?
I dream someone watches me sleep. I sometimes fancy she's present when I'm awake. She never speaks, nor moves. She seems to wish me no harm. She just stands there, watching me, waiting, taking my measure.
Does she manifest at a particular hour?
If she does, I have no way of knowing it, unable as we are in this interminable grey to tell day from night. Well, there you are. Information on the curse, as per your request. I won't even charge you for it.
Care to trade?
Most of my goods are already packed, but I never refuse a deal.
I bid you good day, Squire Paris, and thank you for your time.
A pleasure, Mistress Duarte. Do be careful.
Yes?
A moment more of your time, if you don't mind. Did you know Charles Davenport?
Of course I knew the minister. My sister and I attended all his services, and grateful we were too. He was the moral foundation stone of the colony. His poor widow. She must be bereft.
Governor Haskell told us of the curse. I'd like to understand what it is and from where it came.
Well, I'll not speak ill of my neighbours. Someone must have let the evil in.
A name might help.
I'll not poison my parish with loose chatter. Besides, I have no name to give you.
Charles, Minister Davenport, Said many here had unpleasant dreams. He suspected they were part of the curse.
You are a curious character indeed, mistress. My dreams, good or bad or otherwise, are my own business, and so they shall remain.
You may have your time back, with my thanks.
Well, thank the Lord for that.
Good day to you, madam. Antea Duarte is my name. May I ask yours?
Duarte? Duarte, you came with the Banisher, did you not?
I am the Banisher.
Right. So you're the face of hope, are you? You're what my tithes are buying. Let me have a look at you. Oh, right. Well, I hope I'm wrong. Bathsheba Ingersoll, or I was last time I looked.
Tell me about your store.
Why? Would you like to buy some china? Some porcelana? A linen dress? That's about all we have left. You'll be shocked to learn that there is little demand for the finer things in life, and we have next to no supply of the staples. I should have gone when I had the chance. I suppose beneath it all, I'm an optimist. And that makes me a fool.
What can you tell me about the curse?
Did Haskell not lay it out? We freeze, and at the same time, we rot. Minister Davenport said he'd summoned the best banisher there is. Can you lift the curse?
In my experience, most curses are actually hauntings. And while ghosts are treacherous, they're not invincible.
Well, I'd like to tell you I find that a comfort, but I'm afraid I would be lying.
It may seem like an odd question, but may I ask if the curse has brought you bad dreams?
Every time I close my eyes, I'm in this door. Coins fall from the ceiling, only a few at first. When they hit the floor, they break. Like rotten teeth. Or finger bones, perhaps. The trickle becomes rain. A cascade smashing down to flood the store. I try to flee, but the flood rises too fast. I drown in shards of broken bone. There. Aren't you glad you asked?
A very good day to you, madam.
You're optimistic too, then. Aren't we the fools?
Yes?
What can you tell me about the curse?
New Eden is scrutinized by God. Better days lie ahead if his servants remain humble and true.
I've come to help. Be a good and humble servant and tell me about the curse.
I'll not waste my time. We, madam, have prayed for salvation, and you are not it.
Do you have bad dreams, Mr. Bachelor?
You don't want to hear about those.
Try me.
In my sleep, chanting demons defile our precious meeting house and burn it to the ground. 2 poor souls are trapped inside. A man and a woman, screaming oaths and curses in strange tongues. I wake with a start and rush to the window. I am relieved to see the meeting house still standing.
Farewell, Mr. Bachelor, and you may wish us luck.
I shall not wish you luck. I shall wish you salvation.
What now?
I hear the curse brings bad dreams. Do you have nightmares, sir?
My sleep is mind to mind, as is my humour when I wake. On both businesses, I suggest you occupy yourself with your own.
I'll come back later.
I'll be here until I'm not.
Governor?
How may I be of service to you?
Do you have bad dreams, Governor?
Yes. We spoke of that, Charles and I.
Your conclusions?
I am convinced that an unidentified evildoer has summoned a demon and inflicted it upon the people of New Eden. According to Henry Boggett, in his Discourse Execrable des Sorciers, certain demons can provoke insomnia or bad dreams. Alu, for instance. The minister, contrarily, believed we were facing a ghost. He convinced us to hire you. I desperately hoped that he was right, and I was wrong.
I'll go now.
I'll still be here if you need me.
Thick skin, right? I'm sorry to disturb you.
It'll take more than you to disturb me. What do you want?
What's your role here, if you don't mind me asking?
Lately, I do what needs doing when no one else will, weakened as they are by comfort and the curse. In normal times, I hunt. Now, though, it's cold enough to freeze the nankies off an horse, and the game rots as quick as you can get it home. You can't eat a ghost, can't skin it, can't sell it, so what'll be the use?
I take it you intend to leave town.
Bloody right I do. New Eden is dying, and anyone who stays is dead or deranged.
There's no hope for New Eden, then?
Not till the weather changes, and it don't look like changing.
Will you go alone?
I'll take my sister and anyone else who wishes. You may come too if you wish. You look like you can handle yourself.
So, the curse. What do you think is going on?
I think nothing much about it. I think folk sickened and the crops failed. I think folk went mad, and I know we found the Reverend dead.
What of the governor? Anything I should know?
That useless clackwagger. With Davenport dead, godly folk look to be led. Fairfax Askell couldn't be happier. I pity he'll get 'em all killed.
What of the captain?
Now there's a man of worth. Without Saul Pennington, there'd be no town left at all. These last months have been hard on him. I hope his mettle holds. If I had my way, he'd be coming with us. I don't give a rat's knacks for loyalty, but the captain does.
I hear some folk have been having nightmares. Are you amongst them?
Not I. I'm not one to be haunted by ghosts or what have you. I sleep silent and sound and have no dreams at all. Anyone who says different is a liar.
Well then, thank you for your help.
Aye.
A wisp, so close to town.